Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome back to Coffee and Clarity with Grace. I, as always, am really glad that you're here. These are the things that I always say when we get started. This is not a webinar, this is not a training, and this is not a sales call. This is our table. And this is one place each week where we can slow down, tell the truth, and talk honestly about what it looks like to build drift funnels and build our businesses as well with clarity, steadiness, and peace. So again, thank you for being here with me this morning. I like to dive right in. So here we go. Today, I want to talk about something that has been sitting with me. There are so many new things inside drift funnels now. You know it and I know it. Every day, if you go to drift funnels, you're gonna find, oh, there's this right here. It's new. Oh, I didn't see that the other day. Yeah. So many new things inside drift funnels right now. So many sections, so many tools, so many helpers, so many ways to start, build, follow up, organize, promote, get paid, and see what's happening in a business. And what I'm realizing is this: sometimes the opportunity is already in front of us, but we don't always take full advantage of it. And it's not because we don't care or we don't have dreams or because we don't want to be better. Sometimes when something is right in front of us, we can start treating it like it's common. And I know I can't speak for everybody on the call, but I know I do that. I have done that. We can get familiar with the blessing, with the access that we have, with the tool that we have. We can get comfortable and familiar with the room, and we can get familiar with the help. And then when we get too familiar, we may stop seeing what we actually have. So today, as always, I want to talk about the four things: what I'm seeing, what I'm learning, what I'm wrestling with, and what I'm appreciating as I think about not taking drift funnels for granted and really using what's in front of us to go after the dreams we say we want. Okay, that's what I want to talk about. So, jump right in. What I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is that drift funnels has grown into something that people can actually use to move their dreams forward. And it's no longer an idea. No longer an idea. It's not something, that we're just talking about. No, no, no. You've all seen drift funnels. They're real sections, real tools, systems, and real pathways inside drift funnels that can help a person begin, organize, and move. Somebody can start a business. Somebody can think through what they know, what they can offer, who they can serve, and what kind of business path makes sense for them. Somebody can build a funnel, and then somebody else can organize their leads, and then somebody else can also follow up. You can use AI to help you think, write, polish, and clarify. And then let's say, Otis can begin creating proof. Tracy can think about payments. And then Derek can look at his business with more structure. And I'm seeing that this is not small. There are people praying for access to something that helps them get started. And we are the answer. There are people who also have dreams, but they don't know where to begin. We've got people out there who have gifts, but they don't have no structure. There are people out there who have ideas, but no system. And then there are also people, who want to build, but they keep getting overwhelmed before they take the first real step. And drip funnels is putting so much in front of people. But here's the part I'm seeing clearly: access does not automatically create action. We can have access and still not use it. People can have tools and still not build. You can have a system and still stay stuck. And then you can also have help right in front of you and still keep waiting for something else. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Sometimes, the dream isn't waiting on more access. Sometimes that dream is waiting on us to take the access seriously. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, thank you. What I'm learning. Hold on. Oh, I see steam coming up. Hold on. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, that's good. What I'm learning. What I'm learning is that when something valuable is placed in front of you, you have to steward it. You have to steward it. You got to use it, you got to explore it, and you got to sit with it. Okay. You've got to ask, how can this help me move closer to what I said I wanted? Because drift funnels, it's here to be used, not just here to be looked at. Okay. Because you can get in there and look at it like, oh my God, there's so much cool stuff, but you got to use it too. Okay. If somebody wants to start a business, there's a place for that. Someone wants to understand where their business is drifting, there's a place for that as well. Somebody wants to build a clearer customer journey, we've got a place for that. If someone wants to help with follow-up or offers, content, or systems, payments, or clarity, there are pieces that are built for that. And I'm learning that the people who get the most out of something are usually not the people who wait until everything feels perfect. They are the people who start using what is available. Okay? They click around. Everybody that I see on this call, y'all do this already. Okay? But there are people out here who there are some people who want to wait till everything's perfect until they start, till they move. They click around, they ask questions, they try the tools, they test the sections, they write that offer, they build a page, they use the AI, they connect that thought, take that next step, and they don't say, man, this is nice. What they say is, how can I use this to move? And this is what I'm learning. A dream needs more than desire. It needs participation, and it also needs ownership. And then a dream needs somebody willing to take that step that's available right now, not just the step they wish was available later. Okay. And I'm also learning that if drift funnels is in front of us, then we have to treat it like a door, not a decoration, but a door. Doors, they're meant to be walked through. So that's what I'm learning. What I'm wrestling with. What I'm wrestling with is how easy it is to undervalue what is close. Sometimes we can recognize value better when it's far away. If somebody else built it, we might admire it. If someone else charged thousands for it, we might respect it more. If somebody else said that this is exclusive, we might pay closer attention. But when something is close to us, available to us, or free to us, we can sometimes treat it too casually. And I'm wrestling with that because DriftFunnels has so much inside of it. And if we aren't careful, we can treat access like it's ordinary. But access isn't ordinary. A platform that helps someone start, organize, think, follow up, and build isn't ordinary. A system that helps a business owner stop carrying everything alone, that's not ordinary. A tool that can help somebody move from confusion into clarity, that's not ordinary. And I'm wrestling with how to communicate that without making it feel like pressure. Because this is still coffee and clarity. This is still our table. It's not a pitch, not a sales call, and it's not me trying to force anybody. But I do want to tell everybody the truth. Sometimes we're asking God for a way, and then when a way is placed in front of us, we keep waiting for a different way. Okay? Sometimes we're asking for clarity, but we don't use the tools that help us get clear. Sometimes we're asking for that opportunity, but we don't take the next step with the opportunity we already have. And then sometimes we're asking for our dreams to move, but we're not moving with what's already in our hands. That's what I'm wrestling with. How do we stop taking what's in front of us for granted? How do we honor access? How do we turn appreciation into action? How do we take the dream seriously enough to use the tools that can help us build it? That's what I'm wrestling with. Finally, what I'm appreciating is how much has been built. I appreciate my co-CEO and business partner, Mr. Smith. I'm appreciating our team, the effort, the thought, the architecture, the details. I appreciate the sections that help people start from the beginning. I'm appreciating those systems that we have that help people organize what they're carrying. I'm appreciating the wonderful AI that can help people get clear. And I also appreciate the direction DriftFunnels is going. Also, I appreciate that this isn't just being, this isn't just built for people who already know and already have things figured out. No, it's also built for that person who has a dream but needs a path. That person who has a skill but needs structure. They've got a business but they need clarity. Somebody has, leads but they need follow-up help. Someone else has ideas but they need direction. And then it's also a person out there who's been overwhelmed and needs somewhere to begin. And that means a lot to me. I know what it feels like to have dreams, as do you. We know what it feels like to want something bigger and something better. We know what it feels like to need help turning what's in our heads into something real. And I appreciate that DriftFunnels is becoming a place, or is that place, where people can stop just wishing and start building. I also appreciate the responsibility that comes with access. When something is placed in front of you, you get to decide what you'll do with it. Will you ignore it? Will you delay? Will you keep saying one day? Or will you start? Will you click? Are you going to build? Will you test it out? Will you ask? Will you take one clear step toward the dream you keep talking about? That's what I'm appreciating this week. The opportunity in front of us is real, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have to decide seriously we're going to take it. Now, my favorite part. I want to hear from you. Okay? I'm going to put these 4 questions in the chat. Okay? Dropping them one by one. As always, I like to tell people, if you have an answer for the questions, you can either unmute your mic and let us know the answer, or you can type it in the chat. Also, you may not have an answer for some of these questions. That's okay. Next week, you may have an answer for them. So our first question, what are you excited about right now? Okay, what are you excited about right now? I am excited about all the things that we keep seeing every time you log into DriftFunnels. There's something new every time. Something that can help somebody else. I'm also happy that for people who are using DriftFunnels, they let us know, hey, I love everything I'm seeing. I just wish that it had this, and then it gets done. I love that. Okay, that's what I'm excited about. Anyone else excited about anything right now this week? And it doesn't have to be about DriftFunnels. It can be about anything, your business, whatever is going on in your life. Go ahead, Otis.
I was going to say something very similar to you. I like the changes in DriftFunnels. It seems as if every day there's something more. It's growing. It's growing. It's getting better. Constantly polishing what it does and has. So that's what I'm excited about.
All right. Thank you, Otis. All right. Anyone else? We'll move to the next question. I don't want to miss anybody. What are you excited about right now? Go ahead, Pastor Tony.
So, with the QR codes that we've created this week, we got an event at my church. We're going to be using the QR codes. So it'll be good one that for the ease of using it, but it's going to be neat to kind of, I guess the best way is just to kind of stress the system
Yeah.
and see how well it interacts in a little more of an uncontrolled environment.
There you go.
So I'm excited to see how it'll help us out and kind of integrate, because our hope is to capture as much information from folks coming on, because we're doing a car wash, a free community outreach event. And so part of it will be to be able to scan, use that to donate, and also use it to connect and collect people's data. So really interested just to see the ease, and excited that, to put a little pressure on the system and see how well it works.
That's it. Okay, so next week I'm excited to hear about, hey, how'd that go with QR codes? Okay, thank you, Pastor Tony. All right. Okay, if there's no one else, we're gonna move to question number 2.
Hey, Grace.
Good morning, Tracy. Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. I'm excited this week about the opportunity to finally get to actually sit down and get into DriftFunnels and actually start using it because I'm starting a new series. I'm starting a new series. It's halftime, and so
All
I want to
right.
take DriftFunnels and actually do what I said I was going to do with it. Like what you were just saying right now, I felt like, you know how in church when the preacher talking and they talking about you and talking about how you have something in access and you don't use it, and you've been talking about your dream and then you have the system and you don't put it in place. I'm over here like guilty. So this week you made me feel bad. You stepped on my toes. So today I am going to sit down, take some time, and actually utilize it to get my second half series going.
All right. Always excited about that. Okay. Listen, I think all of us have been in church and got our toes stepped on. And Pastor Tony has been stepping on it. He's the one that been stepping on the toes. But I think Derek Day has too. But hey, I digress. Okay. But I understand. I get it. But so glad, Tracy. Listen, Tracy, if you need help with anything, you want to train it, we can hop on. We'll get that to you and help you out with that. All right. Uh oh, okay, yes. So we've been before I get to our next question, we've been doing a training for a gentleman named Brother Henry and his group in Rockford, Illinois. And they are on training. We're going to be on training number 4. And Antonio and I decided on training number 11. It was so much. Give me a moment. Hold on. Training number 11. That's it. Yes, we're going to walk people's businesses to $10,000 a month. So the more trainings we do, when we get to training number 11, hey, everybody's going to want to be on that one. So, all right. Question number 2. What are you carrying that feels heavy this week? Again, you may not have an answer to this question. You may not be carrying anything that's heavy. Okay. What are you carrying that feels heavy this week? Okay. Just give it a few more seconds. I'm going to go and copy the next question. Looks like no one's carrying anything heavy. That's good. All right. Let me get question number 3 together. All right. Question number 3. What are you building this week? What are you building this week? All right, all right. We know Pastor Tony has his car wash for his community event for his church. That's great. Exciting stuff. Go ahead, Pastor
And
Tony.
off of that, what we're doing with it too we're also building future events off of it.
Mm,
So I've got a community. So the car wash is going to be used to promote a community day Sunday. So we're doing like a picnic where we'll have a Kona ice truck, petting zoo,
nice.
face painting. So we're using that event to build the next event, and then it's building towards a first responders breakfast in September.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
firefighters, police, and
Yeah.
EMS come out, get a free pancake breakfast. So really, on that standpoint, building that. Then the other thing is from a non-church business standpoint, getting back into using it now to build season 2 of podcasts I do with a buddy of mine. So this will be our first week back recording and starting season 2. So that's the other thing that we're building. So got a lot of studio time in front of me. So
Very nice.
we're using that system now to help write out our scripts and put everything in there and using the AI. So
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right, Pastor Tony. Love it. Okay. Anyone else building anything this week? I'm gonna go and get the last question ready.
Well,
Go
my
ahead, Tracy.
goal,
Okay. Come on.
um, and that's the thing why I need to really get into it because what I want to do this week is I started like That's the thing. I don't even know how to even explain it. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my motivational moments with TDA back consistently going and posting to where I'm putting out my 3 posts per platform every day. And I know that there's a way that I can do it with that, like by putting it into the drift funnels, and it'll create the script or it'll create the video. Because my issue has been I don't want to always be in the video. I don't always want to have my face in
I
the
understand.
video,
I understand.
which is what I had been doing. And then I don't want to have to go back and do all the pieces and edit all the videos and then post all the videos. And I know there's a way for it to do it. So my goal is to build this, especially for the month of July, set it up to where it'll work on its own to where I also have it where I like how Pastor Tony said, connect and collect. Like that's awesome because I want to
Okay.
be able to
Yes,
connect with people, but at the same time, collect those emails
that's right.
and collect those, collect money if possible,
Hello.
those types of things, but at the same time, creating a connection with my audience. So really trying to figure out how to get all of it done without putting in all the extra work and all the extra pieces. Because I know there's a simpler, work smarter, not harder. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Uh, Tracy, if you're not doing anything after this call, I'm gonna give you a call. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Pastor Tony, we're gonna give you credit, but we're still in connect and collect. Okay. We're gonna give you credit every time we say it. Connect and collect. I love it.
Fill my bank account. That'll be a credit.
All right. Okay. Our last question. What do you need encouragement, prayer, or perspective on? If anything, what do you need encouragement, prayer, or perspective on? Okay. Okay.
Pray for lots of people to show up, and then we get to use the system a whole
Sure
lot.
will. Sure will. Yes. Sure will. Sure will, Pastor Tony. Okay. Anyone else? I give Tracy time to think because she'll think of something and then she'll come on and say, I got this. So I'll give it a moment. Anybody else have anything they need encouragement, prayer, or perspective on?
Understanding and clarity.
Okay, now. All right, Derek. Understanding and clarity. Sure will. Okay. Encouragement, prayer, and perspective on understanding and clarity. All right.
I'm just gonna say what I just said. That's what I need prayer and encouragement on.
Okay.
All the things that I'm trying to get back in the groove of it, and consistency. That's my key. Consistency, energy to get up in the morning and get her done.
Okay, now. All right. Well, listen. Well, here we go. Dear God, we come to you right now, first and foremost, to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to see another day. Thank you for affording us another opportunity to allow others to see you in us. Dear God, uh, Derek has asked for understanding and clarity. So we come to the one who can give understanding and clarity to him. We pray that whatever that he needs that understanding and clarity on, that you will grant that to him and give him everything he needs. Also come to you on behalf of Tracy, asking for that consistency that she wants and that she needs, and to that encouragement to keep going once she starts, because we know you need faith 2 times, the faith to get started and the faith to keep going. So we pray that you give her those faiths and that encouragement and continue to encourage her, and even on the days that she doesn't feel like it, just whisper to her in that still small voice that you do. Say, hey, you know what you want to do. I can help you do it. So let's get going. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. All right. Mr. Smith has a final message. Oh, for everyone. If anyone struggles with consistency, automate it. Okay. Everybody shook their head. Say, you know what, that makes sense? Yes. He tells me every day, hey, Whatever you suck at, stop sucking at it and just automate it. You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay. So if you need help on how to automate that, because I feel like Tracy's gonna ask, well, how do I automate this? Just call me. Okay. I'm gonna call you. Okay. I was told to share my screen real quick. Hold on here. Let me find my, okay. Real quick. Let me share and get to my drift funnels as soon as I can find it. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Hold on. It's coming. Okay. I am going to refresh my screen. Where am I going, sir? Ah, okay. Okay.
Tell them, use your phone.
Okay.
Use
Here we
anybody.
go.
Automate your weaknesses.
Okay. So, Mr. Smith said you don't have to use drift funnels, but automate your weaknesses or whatever you do use. But when you go to drift funnels on the far left-hand side, you click on set your AI to work and turn on all these features.
Consistency.
This is all your consistency, Tracy. Okay. Community, webinar OS, connect your AI, Flow Studio, Command Deck. It just, if I'm going to keep scrolling, turn on everything. Just turn on everything. Okay. Okay. And then those things at the top, they have a field guide. So it lets you know, well, because you're going to ask, well, what is this? Click the field guide. It's going to let you know. Okay. But turn on all these things. Okay. This is your consistency, because a lot of times our brains will miss something. Your calendar, you may forget to put something in there, but your AI won't if you have this turn on. So things like that. Text message, field guides to all these things that I'm talking about. Social timeline, your scribe, thing that writes things for you. Training feed, all these things. Okay. If you don't see this now, scroll to the very bottom where it says, let me X this out of the way. If it says simple view, then you can see this. But if it says show all tools, click it, and then you'll be able to see set your AI to work. Okay. So just want to show you that. Okay. That was Mr. Smith's message. Let me close us out here. As we close, ladies and gents, here's a thought I want to leave with you this week. Use what's in front of you. That's the thought for this week. Use what is in front of you. Do not take access for granted. Don't take opportunity for granted. Don't take the help, the tools, or the clarity for granted either. If something is in front of you that can help you move closer to your dream, don't just admire it. Use it, open it, study it, ask questions, take that first step, build that first thing, write that first offer, follow up with that first person, create that first path. Sometimes the breakthrough isn't hidden. Sometimes it's sitting right in front of you, waiting for you to stop delaying and start moving. So this week, I want you to ask yourself, what am I taking for granted that could help me get closer to my dream? What am I taking for granted that could help me get closer to my dream? And then take that one clear step. Not 10 scattered steps, because I have a tendency to want to do that. Take one step at a time. Take that one clear step. Okay. As always, ladies and gents, thank you for spending this part of your morning with me. Thank you for bringing your real self into the room as always. Okay. I'm grateful we get to build together, and I will meet you back here at the table next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is your girl, Grace. I will see you at the top, not from the top. Have a great Monday and a wonderful week. Love you, everybody.